Welcome to another Cardano update. Like always, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our daily Discord updates. So in this video, I want to start with Bitcoin because here we seem to be in a 1-2 setup, and right now we are getting a reaction to my 0.618 support level, which I believe is very important. But as long as we stay below that moving average on the 4-hour RSI, you have to understand this could always get invalidated. But if Bitcoin manages to get above the moving average there, and if it manages to get above that high right there at, let's say, $91,000, the third wave of this 1-2 setup could start, and the target for that is at $101,000. But as mentioned yesterday, it could even get to $107,000 just so we could test the bull market support band during that time. And obviously I have no idea what's going to happen after that, because this is either going to be a 1-3 setup, which looks like an ABC, which could be an ABC for the B wave, or it could also be some kind of much bigger 1-2 setup, and then after that we could actually start a much bigger move to the upside, which could break all-time highs again. If we actually break below support right now, then I think the A wave might not be in, and I think this could easily turn into a much bigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup, and the target for the fifth wave is at $70,000, so please be careful. Dropping below $83,000 right now would suggest that the next target is going to be $70,000. However, I do have to say that here on the daily chart, on the RSI, we closed above the moving average here, which is a very good sign, because we tried doing this many times in the past, and each time we tried doing it, we failed to do it, and that's what gave us new lows. So the fact that we closed above it this time could actually be very good, and I think this could easily start a much bigger third wave, which again could put us at the bull market support band. That's exactly what we did back in, I believe, February right here as well. After we got that low, or no, it was April. After we got that low, we got above the moving average on the RSI, and that's what gave us a move above the bull market support band. Now moving on to the Cardano chart here, the story is a bit different because we keep putting in lower lows, and like I mentioned yesterday, if we break below the 0.786 support level of the much bigger AB structure on the chart, then I think the next support zone is going to be at 31.8 cents, which is the 0.786 support level of a much bigger 1-2 setup. So as long as we hold above that, we are fine, but breaking below that and breaking below this low right here is going to completely invalidate the 1-2 AB structure on the chart, meaning that the only setup that we're going to have left after that is going to be this 1-2 setup, and to completely invalidate the other 1-2 setup on the chart, we're going to have to break below 22 cents, and breaking below 22 cents could suggest that what we had over here in the bear market was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup for an A wave, and what we had in this cycle was a B wave, which was an ABC, and right now we could be heading in a C wave, which could even put us at 13 cents. Obviously that's the worst case scenario, and obviously people do not want to hear that, because people FOMO'd in during this time over here instead of waiting for a good opportunity at like 30 cents or even 22 cents back in this area, and right now they are down quite a lot. I mean, if you take a look at how much the price went down after that high over there, it went down about 70%, so obviously people are not happy. But me personally, I bought Bitcoin during the bear market when it was at like $20,000, and I swapped Bitcoin with altcoins when Bitcoin dominance got to 60%, I believe, last year. So right now I'm still in profit, and I'm still gonna be in profit even if ADA goes to like 10 cents, and that's because I actually invested smart and I did not FOMO in when everything was going up. I actually bought at bear market lows, and like I mentioned, I bought Bitcoin at bear market lows, and it went up like 5x, I believe, or something like that, and then I swapped it with altcoins, and in the long term I'm still gonna be fine, but only because I invested during the bear market and not during the bull market. So maybe that should teach us something. And other than that, Bitcoin dominance right now is still at 60%, like it was last year, I believe, back in June, so nothing really changes. I'm still waiting for a move to the downside, but I just don't know when it's gonna happen. And like I mentioned yesterday, if we stay above the moving average right there on the RSI, this could lead to a much bigger move to the upside. But again, a move to the upside will only be able to happen if Bitcoin actually decides to get to new all-time highs again. We'll see if this plays out or not, but that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts, and if you want access to our daily Discord updates. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.